Let's count down the top 10 rides at Knott's Berry Farm. Number 10, Pony Express. Giddy up and off we go into the American West. As for our first ride on our list, you will be able to become an honorary member of the 1960s mail service for a high-speed, action-packed adventure that you'll never forget. But of course it would not be an authentic Pony Express without saddling up on some horses, and this is no stranger to that, as throughout your 38 miles per hour gallop past Boot Hill, the Rapids and the Calico Railroad, you will be riding a horse in a specially designed position, making you feel as if you really are delivering the letters across the Wild West. Number 9, GhostRider. Now make sure not to confuse this ride with the park's GCI GhostRider that we are sure to cover later on, but nor should you think that this is a bad ride at all, as on this Californian themed Wild Mouse ride, you and up to 3 other passengers will get the opportunity to race around lots of hair raising, twists, turns, drops and airtime hills, whilst also taking in the much beloved California sun. Just beware that there are a total of 30 clones of this ride, so if you are visiting the park on a busy day, then we suggest riding the more unique attractions before taking a cruise down the coast. Number 8, La Revolution. From a cruise down the coast to swinging 6 stories high, if you guess by the name La Revolution that things are about to get dizzier than you have ever experienced before, then you would be spot on, with in a nutshell you being spun and swung back and forth, higher and higher consistently, until you are reaching speeds of 9 revolutions per minute. But make sure to hold in those screams, as what makes this ride so great or awful depending on how scared you get, is that the seats face inwards, meaning that you can watch everyone else's scared faces and they can also see yours too. Number 7, Soul Spin. Did you think the dizziness was gonna stop there? Oh no, we are just getting started. As situated right next door to La Revolution, Soul Spin is a ride for all of the adrenaline junkies in La Fama Mia, and I think the moment you see its fully spinning arms spinning on a spinning disc that is then also spinning on a spinning and tilting arm, it is very easy to know why. Therefore, on ride luckily not feeling as bad as it looks from ground level, it is still what I'd call a Marmite experience. You'll either get off with a beam of sunshine on your face, or you will swear that you will never ever do it again. Number 6, Supreme Scream. If you are scared of heights, it's probably best to look away. In fact, just don't look up, as with it standing at a groundbreaking 252 feet in the air, making it by far the tallest ride at the park. Only talking about this ride gives me the shivers. Yet unlike your normal drop tower, where the standout element of the ride is the drop, what makes Supreme Scream better than the rest is that your group will be catapulted to the top in a matter of seconds, followed by a series of drops and bounces, meaning that if you want to get those incredible views across Buena Park, you will need to keep your eyes open, as when you are flying out of your seat, you are straight back down again. Number 5, Montezooma's Revenge. It is time to take a trip into the Forbidden Fortress for an adventure quite different from what you may expect, as on the park's oldest roller coaster, Montezooma's Revenge, you will propel to speeds of up to 55 miles per hour into a vertical loop and almost 90-degree climb to the top of the track. Nevertheless, the laws of physics say whatever goes up has to come down, so when you think the Revenge has been taken far enough, you will drop through the loop, this time though backwards, creating a thrill experience which, when returned in summer 2023, should be on all of your must-do lists. Number 4, Silver Bullet. Now I know this may be an unpopular opinion, but sometimes I feel that the B&M inverts are just speed and inversions. Well, that was until I was lucky enough to experience Silver Bullet last December, as on this western themed invert, i.e. dangly leg coaster, not only will you shoot over the lake whilst completing those wild inversions, but if you manage to experience on the back of the train, despite you not being able to see a lot bar the seats in front of you, the airtime is truly like nothing I have ever experienced before. So what are you waiting for? Grab your cowboy hats and get ready to take on the Silver Bullet. Number 3, HangTime. While surfing 150 foot tall waves in real life is not completely possible, Knott's Berry Farm has offered the next best thing, with as soon as you have waited in what has got to be the longest queue line in the park, you will begin your surfing adventure by rising up a vertical lift hill in addition to dangling over the edge of a 90-degree wave. Although this is nothing compared to what is about to follow, because due to its lap bar restraint, those drops, inversions and airtime hills, which believe me provides a lot of hang time, makes this by far the most intense coaster that I have ever ridden. Just dudes and dudettes, make sure to look at this ride at night before you surf on. Number 2, Xcelerator The Ride. On your marks, get set, go, go, go. As for our number 2 spot, we are about to step back into the 1950s for a hot rod race around what has got to be the most action-packed route out there. But before you buckle in, put your foot to the metal and burn through its 2,000 feet of cold coral track in less than a minute. Be aware that this ride has been closed for almost a year now as of January 2023, with no plans of returning. So whether you are going to get the chance to start those engines this year, or you have already experienced your last ride in the Chevy 57s, for as long as it is standing high above the park, it will always have a home on our top 10 list. Number 1, GhostRider. Choosing our number 1 spot is usually a very tough decision, although in this instance it was far from that, as GhostRider is not only the best ride at the park, but arguably the best wooden coaster on the planet, because from the moment you board the gold, silver or copper mining cars to galloping around its 14 airtime hills and of course other elements, to getting off again, you will be golding on tight. Okay, that was an awful pun, but with all horrendous Gold Rush puns aside, with it also fitting in so well to their classic ghost town, it really is an adventure that I have to ride a million times to start not enjoying the rush off. Thank you all for watching and see you next time. Bye bye.